All right, coming into the turn. Oh no! 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 Go away! Oh man, that was close. Get him now, I think. Yep. Oh no! Not you again! No! Come on, man! Let me be! Ugh. Oh man. Where's the MiG? Where's the MiG? Oh no. This is not good. Turn, man, turn! How is he turning with me? Oh, come on! Come on! Oh man! Come on! Come on! Huh? Wait, can I? Oh! Ha ha! Oh, thank you! That was awesome! Whew! That was close. Howdy folks, Sauber here. Welcome back to the channel. You are looking at, it's not a stealth fighter, the G.91 R1. Second only to the CL-13 Sabre, this is my favorite jet in the game. It is quite literally the best 8.0 jet in the game. It's like so fitting for its BR. Let me change the skin real quick. Ah yeah, much better. You might recognize this skin. Although I haven't really made a full feature video on the CL-13, on the G91, I'll explain in a second. First, let's look at the engine. The Bristol Orpheus Mark 803 jet engine. 2,190 kilograms of thrust, and it's less than 400 kilograms. Yeah. That's a really powerful engine for a jet this size, which enables it. It doesn't have the best acceleration, but at top speed, it's pretty comparable even with most of the Sabres and even the MiGs. But of course, its strong point is that it can turn well. Bear in mind, this thing loves, and I mean loves, to rip. Oh my lord. Like, as a general advisory, whenever you fly a jet, generally, you want to remove the boosters. Because what they do is they allow you to turn. They may help you turn better, like roll rate, but if you pitch up too hard, you're not going to have a good day. Those wings are going to go click, and they go bye-bye. And then the G91 Pre-Series, they might have improved it, but when I got this, I was not a big fan. I guess because I wasn't playing it right? I don't know. But once I got the R1 variant, things were a lot better. Anyhow, going back to the skin I was highlighting on, it used to be my main jet at the end of my intro video, before I did it with the CL-13. So before we get into the main gameplay part of the video, remember last video in my Cuisine Royale video, I talked a little about the IS-7 and advised you guys, if you could, to treat yourself to a premium vehicle or other premium feature of your choice? Well, this is what I did. I got myself this bad boy, the SDKFZ 2344, also known affectionately as the Pak Puma. And it wasn't really all that expensive either. I bought it on the War Thunder Marketplace. How is that loader going to reach past the gunner and commander to get all that ammo, right? Anyway, it was only 25 bucks, and I was able to get an assortment of other goodies, including the Advancing Storm Project and Project X decals, some soccer ball decals, and a couple of hats. So yeah, you should give the War Thunder Marketplace a try. It's really cool. Alright, let's get into it. So, welcome to Korea. I guess you could say I'm a stealth fighter now with my black camouflage. Oh man. Like, I'm not a... This is the funny thing about night battles. When it comes to tanks, I absolutely hate it. And it's not just because there's no markers for enemies or anything. It's because... I don't know why, but for some reason, night battles for planes are bright, but for tanks they are super dark. And I'm speaking from experience. There was one battle, I was in my Leopard 2A4 on Poland, and you could not see a thing. It was dreadful. Now, I did get lucky and I was able to take out a couple of XM1s in the town where the Alpha Cap normally is, because it was the large version of Poland, but that was weird, that lighting change. I guess the Dagger 5 engine doesn't know how to transition light just yet, because I've seen that in Cuisine Royale, where it was nice and bright, and I go into this little clearing, or not clearing, but forested area, and then it just gets dark, like a light switch, and I'm like, really? Anyhow, going back to the night battles, like, it was the large version of Poland, but it was where, on the small version of Poland, the Alpha Cap would normally be. That's where I was, and I was able to get 2 XM1s from behind. I have no idea what they were doing. And before a regular M1 Abrams was able to take me down. But then I was able to get MI Arado, and the visuals were not that bad. I could see stuff. It was still dark, but it was just bright enough for me to see the enemy tanks. And I was like, come on. Makes you wonder if and when they'll like fine-tune that. Because night battles I can do for planes. And again, not because of the markers. The irony is that the marker detection actually decreases in a night battle. I almost hit that meteor. Well, I have to admit, when I was playing this battle, when I heard that meteor fly right past me, I thought, oh man, I could have hit him real easily. And historically, you did not really want to engage enemy planes in clouds, because there was the risk of a mid-air collision very easily. And there have been occasions where I've actually crashed, be it into allied aircraft or enemy aircraft in clouds. I'll never forget this. It was back in the day, like back in 2014, I had got my R2Y2 Kai, the V1 version, and I was trying to intercept a B-17G, and I lost him in the clouds, and I ended up crashing into him. And of course, he got mad at me because he thought I intentionally crashed into him, like, haha, very honorable. And I was like, no, buddy, that was a total accident. And this is back when the R2Y2's repair cost was like 30K. So that was no fun, me wasting 30K on a B-17, which at the time only costed 10K. But anyway. So one thing I forgot to mention about the Gaijin Marketplace, or I'm always on the fence between Gaijin Marketplace or War Thunder Marketplace, because they both sound like a catchy name and I can't ever decide between them. But for some reason, now bear with me, I have no clue why this is. The Marketplace is only available to PC, Mac, and Linux. It's not available to PS4, it's not available to Xbox, and for some reason, it's not available to DMM players. Now, if you don't know what DMM is, it's apparently like, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like Japan's equivalent to Steam, where you can buy games, buy currency, etc. This is why I don't get third-party affiliates, why they're like, ew, we don't want to use your market. We don't want our players using your market, assuming that is the case. Or perhaps maybe there's some sort of like simple coding issue that they don't want to fix. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below why you think, or if you know, why the marketplace is not available to DMM players. Like, I can kind of understand for console players because they have, like, it's like a software thing. I don't know. Because, like, they have their own markets. But for DMM, I think they could use the War Thunder Marketplace if they wanted to. But, I don't know. The reason I got the SDKFZ 2344, aka the Pak Puma, I technically could have got the IS-7 if I wanted to, but oh my lord. Just thinking about it makes me disgusted. Now, I understand for those that want to buy it at that price, I'm okay. Like, if you really want it for that much of a price, go right ahead, but I just could not justify myself to buy it for this price. And I have the money for it too. Money wasn't the issue, it's just, I don't know, it didn't seem worth it for that much. The IS-7 costed, at the cheapest, wait for it, $150! That's right, $150 for pixels. And call me old-fashioned if you want, but that's just way too much. I mean, the most I've ever paid for a digital item, like a premium vehicle, was like $40. And that was an assortment of the War Thunder pre-order vehicles, like the AMX-13 SS11, the SO 8000. What is this, the 1970s? It kind of makes me think of those projects from the 80s and 70s who's like, introducing the Computer 3000, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I mean, that sounded cool for the time, but the funny thing is, you don't really see tech called that anymore. I don't know, I guess like the thousands number designation just disappeared after a while. But anyway, I just could not bring myself to spend $150 for the IS-7. It's like, it's just not worth it. So I just did the next best I can't talk. I did the next best thing, and I bought the Pak Puma. And I've played it in a couple battles. It's actually really fun. I was able to take out, in my first game, a Churchill, an M22, and a Sherman. It's a really fun vehicle to play with, but let me warn you, I don't know if I just got a bad team or whatever, but we just got slaughtered over time. And the battle did go for a while. It went for 26 minutes out of the 30-minute time limit for tank battles. But I found out how OP early SPAA are, namely the M16. I really should play the M16 again, because I can remember Fly's video on the M16. Poor Fly, he was having tough luck in that thing. But oh my goodness, I have to mention this. There was one time we were playing a custom battle, and I don't know what I was playing, but I was doing poorly on it, and Fly was calling me out for it, and I'm like, hey, says the guy that can't take out planes in an M16. And everybody in the room was like, oh, Fly just got served. And I didn't mean to sound mean. I wasn't trying to sound mean. It's just, I didn't get why he was calling me out for a simple mistake. But I guess you could say it was one of those days where he was drinking a lot. But yeah. Anyhow, what was I saying? Oh yeah. What you see here is the English Channel map. The funny thing is this map was originally intended as an enduring confrontation map. Yeah, when it was first announced, I can't remember when, I want to guess I'm just going to take a shot in the dark and say it was in 2016 when it was announced and added. This was supposed to be an enduring confrontation map for like the Battle of Britain. But I don't recall it ever being used for that. It might have, or might not have. But you do occasionally get this map for jets. And this is why I appreciate the replay feature is I can just record the interesting parts, like not flying 6 minutes to get to the battlefield or another 8 minutes to fly back to the airfield. I can like focus on the actual battle. But yeah, this map is huge, even for jets, and I can just feel sorry for someone that's playing regular matchmaker battles, not the during confrontation battles in lower tier. Because I kid you not, the very first battle I got with the SO-8000, the premium French fighter, was this map, and holy moly, the battle went on for 40 minutes. I kid you not, 40 minutes. Now, of course, a lot of us were still new to that map, but it was a good thing I took 45 minutes of fuel, because I was able to take out 2 planes, I already forgot what they were, and at least 4 of those AI bombers, and I got an assist on 2, and then, I don't know how I did this, I got some damage to my engine from one of the bombers. Now, I know the engine was only yellow, this big, and we had the northern spawn, bear in mind, not the southern spawn like I got on this battle. So I was like, if I'm gonna have any chance of returning safely, I'm gonna need to get the heck out right now. So I immediately plot my course for home, and it takes an agonizing 20 minutes to get back. And by the time I end up touching down on the runway, my engine is red. Not black, red. And I was like, oh yes, thank you. And I'm able to rearm, head back out to the battlefield, and get 1 more player and 1 more bomber. And I have to admit, although it took forever to play that battle, I actually enjoyed it. Because it was an even fight. By the time the battle was over and we took out the last guy, we only had 3 players left alive. Yeah, 3. So it was a pretty balanced game. I loved it. And this battle, if you saw the intro, that was crazy. So I'm on, what map is this? Oh my gosh, I almost said Tunisia. Excuse me. Second battle of El Alamein. I really like this map for jets because it kind of reminds me of a Desert Storm map. It's really cool, and I can use my custom-made desert camo skin. I guess you could call them snake scales. I was originally going for like a lizard pattern, but then I noticed the pattern kind of looked like snake scales, and I'm like, yeah, that looks cool. And also was a little bit inspired by that Chieftain desert camo with the tan and the brown and the light blue on the bottom. It's really cool. But I'm still laughing just thinking about it. So at some point, let's see when it comes up. You see that Yak 30 there? He puts up an epic fight. I love dogfights like these, where the pilot you're pursuing, granted you do get him in the end, but he puts up a good fight. Throws excellent maneuvers at you, makes you work hard to actually get the credit. And this 262 that's with me, bear in mind he already got the B-17 earlier, which I was originally going for at first. Or, I'm sorry, goodness, not B-17, B-57 is dancing with me, and then this other G.91. I'll just let you watch. There goes his engine. And That poor 262. I have to admit, I did feel bad for him that happened to him. Because he really wanted that Yak 30, but hey, I saw him first. And then this is when I get into that crazy engagement with the MiG and the LA. I was like, no! Because when you're at low speed in any jet, if you got a fast mover coming at you, you're in trouble. And I still, to this day, have no idea how I survived all that. Because I was in a similar situation with the CL-13 after this video was recorded, and it did not fare well for me. I had an F2 Sabre and a MiG-17 on me, and I don't know how that MiG-17 was able to maintain his role with me in getting me. But not until the Sabre that was trailing us ended up also crashing into the ground. But here I am going for a stall. I was thinking in my mind, could I do it? And just get in position, fire, and boom. And I've done this before in props. Like, I've done this with the P-47 against a French Bearcat. And that was just crazy. And then once again, LA-15 comes at me, and I'm able to get away safe and sound. You just gotta love engagements like that. 'Cause whether you win or lose, you just know it's gonna be epic. So at this point, much distant into the future, I've returned to base, rearmed, and gain altitude, and I start to engage the LA-15 that was engaging me earlier in the game, and we duke it out. Now, for a conclusion, to kind of deviate a little, going back to the marketplace, ironically, the IS-7 was not the most expensive thing on the marketplace. If you've watched Mike Goes Boom's video, Mike Goes Boom's, oh my lord, Mike Goes Boom, his video about the marketplace, and this is back before it was fine-tuned, the most expensive thing on the marketplace, even to this day, and yes, it is Russian, but it's not the IS-7. It's the KV-220 at almost $800 last I checked for on the marketplace. Yeah, crazy. And the most expensive plane I saw was the MZ-262A2A, the one that was given, I think, at last year's summer event. That costed almost $500. Crazy. But I guess if you want to buy something for that much, just do it. And I have to admit, I don't know how I got that LA-15 there. Like, I should not have got him. Because if you look at the tracers, it literally looks like they just flew la-da-da-da-da right past him, and then he just goes, oh! But such is War Thunder. But anyway, that is it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. I really did enjoy playing the G.91. It is a fun little plane to fly. If you are researching it, definitely get it, because it's a ton of fun. And last but not least, if you saw my Bigfoot 2.0 prologue before this video, check the description below for more information, as there's not enough time left to mention all the details. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and until next time, peace out.